Off we go from Denver. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Jimmy going to look to throw it on the first play. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Nick Bonito. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Second down and 4. Again, it's Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They try the left side here with Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And his drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Wait.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on second and 4.
Bang out.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple on fourth and third down.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on fourth and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. DeAndre Carter back deep. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16. There's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run on first down. McLaughlin. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now here's a look for the end
credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The kick by Watts is good, and that will make it 6-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say we should have done better there.
So a couple of field goals now, 6-0 our score as the kicks are away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
21.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive here. Look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early. He's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offensive coordinator and said, look, guys, let's go and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, it's McLaughlin. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. On 1st down, McLaughlin. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's McLaughlin, and he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of legs.
21. Here we go.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. That one's complete out to Michael Mayer. The big fella. Look at the big man rumble. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Michael Mayer, 58 yards. And the Raiders strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
21. 11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He finds Mayer here. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Here we go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But when you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
14. Broncos 6. Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's Wilson to throw. Same connection. Dulcich once again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. To throw is Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Broncos have come back to make it a 2-point game.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they sit down on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Wilson going to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Boy, they're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Hey, come on, come on, come on.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Nick Bonito not letting him escape there. He was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line. Garoppolo's throw into the hands of Hooper. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Broncos 12. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Broncos in their hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Spot that, spot that. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Alert, alert, alert. Gun.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Facyson. And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
Here we go, here we go.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Mayer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Here we go.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Garoppolo. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll send Judy in motion left. Play action. Now Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Check. Hey, low. Go.
And they'll send Judy in motion left. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Four down.
Now it's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's what you've got to be able to hit on.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Friday. Four down. One left. Hey, zero.
Now Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this run upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47.
Throwing is Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Mims in motion right. They'll run on first down. McLaughlin. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Deeper. Far left.
Here's Wilson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On third down, it's McLaughlin, and I don't think he got there, no. Just short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
A gain of 5 yards. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
They'll send Judy in motion left. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Over the middle, he's got Mayer. Look at the big fella go. How about this? He's to the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 12. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 41-yard line. They run the counter. McLaughlin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Got it.
On 1st down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people out of it.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Check.
They run the counter. It's McLaughlin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That first good for 20 and a 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Alert.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Good time.
They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. It's caught by Hooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Marvin Mims on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, it's McLaughlin. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. McLaughlin, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's McLaughlin, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Hey! Tempo.
Now Wilson on second down. They'll roll him out right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So they get the interception and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Here we go.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He gets this to Devontae Adams.
Here we go.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment.
19.
Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Try it. One left.
On second down, Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And the Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
12. Hey, zero.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
14, run it. Gun.
Now it's Wilson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. To throw again is Wilson. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Judy, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a two-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Now Garoppolo. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
36 power. Screen in.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Wilson to throw. Throws to the sideline here, complete to Judy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Four down. One left. Hey, zero. Start.
Now Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders are going to win the football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Here we go. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Stand on.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. He's got it to the 43 here.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We got London on the
whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. And that's what made me rich. The whole club. McLaren way too white to be shooting in the odds. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor. I only watch Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, hood, the wanna everything that I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling. hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity, whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club.
When my scope like Richard Branson, since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man, then black is seasoned with my Panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome, just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K, all cause it is 10K.